Today I'll be making my way to a small town called Algodonales, which is famous for its hills and mountains and thermic winds, and supposedly one of the best parts of Europe to learn paragliding. I've only paraglided with people before. I really love the experience. I love the freedom. I love the escapism. I love that it can be serene and peaceful, but also it can be quite exciting. So I'm going to be here for the next couple of weeks doing 2 different courses. One called the Elementary Paragliding, which is very much a beginner's course, and then more of a beginner's intermediate course. I'll be learning with Fly Spain, and the week starts with an included shuttle from Malaga Airport. Home for the next 2 weeks is cosy and private, with shared spaces for hanging out, cooking and laundry. Fly Spain is a slick operation, with the best part of it being their instructors. They run a ratio of 2 instructors for a max of 6 students on both the elementary paragliding and club paragliding courses. And over my 2 weeks, Dylan, Marcelo and Fred proved to be great communicators, safety focused, generous with their time and knowledge, and welcoming. Importantly, this is not an instructional video, if that's not already obvious. Far from it. It's just a way to share my introduction to the sport. The whole learning philosophy seemed to start us off with the basics and then build up our skill sets and confidence. Learning to crawl before we could walk, walk before we could run, etc. And before long, we were ready for our first short hops in the beautiful green fields of southern Spain.
Release, release, keep running, keep running, keep running, keep running. Don't stop running. Hands up, hands up, hands up. Good. And into the bushes.
Done.
Release, release. Good. Keep running, keep running. Great. Perfect. Keep running, keep running. Good. Release. And run, 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 run. Keep running, don't stop running. Good, your foot dragging the way through the grass. Stylish. Flow, flow,
So your
flow,
helmet's
flow all the way down. Yes.
Punching.
Run, 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 run. And release, release. Keep running, keep running, keep running. Wonderful. Is awesome. Great. Ease up on the brake pressure just a little. That is wonderful. Well done. Okay, keep that position. Looking a little bit to your left. And getting ready for landing. Big flare, 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 flare. And run it off at the same time. Legend. Well done, mate. That is great.
Look, lean, turn. So we look, we lean, okay? Head past the riser and squeeze on a bit of brake. And we'll do 30 degrees, okay? And then I want you to look, lean, turn to the left. That way, so slightly to your right.
Yep.
There you go. Cool. Big running, big strides.
Release, release, keep running.
At this stage, we had introduced a few new manoeuvres and moved on to some bigger hops. And about midway through this attempt, with all of the adrenaline going on, I was absolutely hooked and ready to devote my free time chasing launch sites across the world. Only thing is, you've probably noticed there's no ski lifts or equivalent, so it's a long slog back up the hill through tall and wet grass to have another go. Plenty enough time to come back down to earth, but totally worth it. Nice.
Keep running, release, and run, 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 keep running, don't jump, keep running. Launching, run, run, run. Keep running, keep running, keep running, keep running, keep running. Good. Well done, mate. Keep that heading for a second. Lift your hands up just a little bit. Good.
Okay, I knew I was getting ahead of myself, but I had to smile. It felt so cool. I felt like a bit of an action man, and what a beautiful part of the world to do it. On to new challenges, as we focused on ground handling, working on control, feel, understanding the wing, and the delicate inputs of the different risers. For me, it was like fly fishing in a tornado, and I really struggled to get any touch. We just had a session doing some ground handling and learning how to reverse launch. And I really struggled with it, and I'm feeling a little bit deflated. Reassess, get better tomorrow. World champ.
Fly Spain.
Oh, yeah, and I'll get
Being a sport heavily dictated by the weather, a lot of planning goes into interpreting the Met reports combined with local knowledge. Plan for one scenario, have a few contingencies up your sleeve, and come up with a plan on the fly when it all goes balls up. But this morning called for favourable winds, so we were on the road at first light to maximise our opportunity at our first high jump. That's Dylan showing how it should be done, which was perfectly followed by Robbie, Tomar and Deb.
Awesome.
Beautiful.
The pressure long steps, there you go, keep running, don't sit down. Well done, man, that was simply perfect. Okay, to the harness.
Good luck, mate.
Okay, great.
Okay, ready to go. Okay, one of those seemed like a good idea at the time type things. Welcome to Shoe Cam, my GoPro laced to my boots, providing unflattering and unsightly angles since its inception.
Keep bringing it round, small break.
As the course continues, there are fewer inputs from the instructors. And here I lined up my approach on the sun-baked clay earth, ready to kiss the ground with my soft-footed landing. Insert awkward laugh to cover my embarrassment.
Well done, but break a lot earlier.
Yeah. Oh! Bloody textbook. We're back up at Pico de Levante. We had our first high flight this morning and it was absolutely incredible. I had a little bit of a crash landing, so I'm hoping that I can improve on that this afternoon. Fun, mate.
Okay, Patrick, launching. Patrick, give me a little yelp if you're alright.
Woo!
Patrick's alright. Okay, Patrick, I'm going to send someone else off and then I'll come and help you, okay?
Yeah.
Degrees. Okay.
Just crashed in the bush here.
That's it?
Don't know what
Patrick,
happened.
okay?
What had happened is that I had kept my right arm down, not allowing the wing to properly open and throwing me off kilter. A wiser head consoled me later that there are two types of paragliders, those who have already crashed and those just yet to do so. Still, back in the saddle and into the skies. Another beautiful morning here in Algodonales. And we're on our final day of our elementary paragliding course today. And even though it looks like blue skies and beautiful weather, it's going to be very windy. So our instructors have set the week up. So today, when it's not appropriate for flying, at least for beginners, we're going to get out and do our theory today. The theory is about some meteorology, like clouds, fronts and winds, rules of the road, and some aerodynamics and principles of flight. Nothing too heavy, and it was all pretty interesting.
It's quite early, so this means he'll be flying out into the field. Harvest? No. It's like, if the terrain is coming towards you, go away.
Go the other way.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good, mate. Yeah, it's looking straight at me.
Hello, Robbie. Hello. And release and brake pressure. And Patrick, 1, 2, 3. We got takeoff wind. Go for it. And release, brake pressure, and run off. Run off. No, continue running. Brake pressure, careful, brake pressure. Nice one. Hands up, hands up, hands up. I'm very impressed with the front. I don't normally say you can. Turn left now, turn left. To the right. Turn out to the right. Beautiful. Nice positive turn. To the right now. There you go. Keep a distance with Neil. Let's go.
Here I've sped up the descent to show the S-shaped approach, allowing the paraglider to keep an eye on the landing zone and other gliders in the area. Just in the green fields of a place called El Bosque here. Today's the first day of the CP and it was our first opportunity to have a proper jump. So we were able to do a launch, we were able to do a little bit of ridge soaring and even to fly with some other pilots, it's called. So that was really special. And to do it in such an amazing place was great too. I was looking down, spotting some cattle, spotting some fighting bulls. Magic time of day.
It's like sunburning weather all week, like.
Yeah, I got sunburnt on the first. When I was like 13 to like 15, I was like so into Nirvana that like I had like a
Gliding journey.
Look at this. Hardcore.
We were one man down after a slip and a broken wrist. At this stage, I was feeling a bit flat and stagnant, and we were in for some difficult weather, requiring some patience. So I'm not afraid of falling. I'm not afraid of crashing. Well, I have the natural fear of all of those things, but I understand that logically that they are a possibility of participating in an activity or a sport like this. But I'm afraid of just holding people up, and I'm afraid of not progressing. I'm afraid of not being good at it, rather than just enjoying the process and progressing at a natural pace. I think I'm getting in my own head a little bit. We're just at the top of El Bosque where we flew yesterday afternoon. We've been up here for around about an hour, and this is the reason they call it para waiting a lot of the time, because we're waiting for the conditions to turn. We need it to come in from the west, so it'll be pointing more or less straight towards us. So we're going to set up anyway, just in case we get a small window to be able to launch. Just landed here at El Bosque and I'm absolutely pumped. I was able to use the speed bar for the first time. Was able to do big ears, which is where you fold it in at the sides and helps you to come down a bit faster, and had a good landing. I feel really good. That was awesome.
Turn in.
Robbie's coming in to land here.
That was through the boat. Okay. Nice one. And there. Beautiful. Nice one. We'll go in.
The weather forecast yesterday suggested that today would be fickle and difficult to find somewhere to fly, and it has proved to be the case. We're currently up in an area called Montellano. Another beautiful morning. but it's too windy and it's swirling around, so we're not able to take off. So a bit more para waiting, probably some theory today. And I'm going to be like Ferdinand the Bull and appreciate some of the beautiful Spanish wildflowers. The team at Fly Spain went above and beyond in providing us with as many flying hours as possible. No doubt it's a bit of a balancing act in working through a required curriculum of skills, catering for students that progress at different levels, and keeping everyone motivated and having a good time.
There we go, you got it.
Got a golden hour flight coming up, so lucky enough to squeeze in another flight today. When the weather was tricky, they put in huge days and covered hundreds of miles to get us to the best places. And we got to fly in some stunning and varied locations. And even when conditions didn't really suit our level, just watching the jets was inspiring and fun. Back at the high launching site of Montellano, where it was so windy yesterday. So we had 2 successful takeoffs at the lower site earlier today, and all of us were soaring for over half an hour on each flight. I think we had a fella who ridge soared for about an hour and a half. So brilliant morning. I was going along okay, but yet to have that moment of symphony when at least for a moment it all seems to come together.
From a dream, now here's reality. Baby, baby, you are really hurting me. 'Cause every time you tell me I look good in bed, I'm doing fine, but nothing ever changes. And now I see, baby, you are hurting me. Stuck in repeat.
And this was it. Getting it right, sharing airspace with new mates in a beautiful part of the world. A brilliant 2 weeks in southern Spain, and I'm already inspired for possible trips in Nepal and Colombia, and I'll definitely be back here. Cheers for coming along on the adventure. Join me on future trips by hitting the subscribe button. This channel is all about discovery, adventure of all types, and staying curious, and I'd love to have you join us. See you on the next one.
Give me a little yelp if you're alright. Patrick's alright.